Hey guys, I'm going to do a little video this morning on a mod for the mini excavator. I've watched several people do these mods on YouTube, and most people are putting a hinge on the back cover for the engine compartment. I'm actually going to do what I think will be better for me, is I'm going to put 4 of these latches, 2 on each side, so I can pull the whole cover off and get it out of the way when I'm working on the machine. We're coming up to the 5-hour oil change on it, so I want to be able to access the engine a little easier. And as other people have said, these bolts are really difficult to get out. As you can see, there's a bolt here behind this throttle cable that's really hard to get to. And there's another one down at the bottom, way down there on the side. And then on the other side, a little easier to get to because less stuff in the way. There's 2 on that side. On the top here, it's really difficult because it's right beneath the air filter and a cable. And then this other one's pretty easy to get to. And then these 2 on the top inside cover are pretty easy to get to. They're here and here. But they're 12mm bolts. And I bought this really cool little flex shaft on Amazon. I'll put a link in the video for it in the description. It's a 12mm socket. And I'm going to go ahead and get in there and try and take those things out, see how well this guy works for getting in there. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the bolt in this camera angle. I have the phone on a little tiny tripod. Hopefully you can see it in there. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to see at this angle, but I got the flex shaft mounted to a little 3 or 4 inch extension here, and then the socket is on the end and the wrench. So let's see if we can get in there. So I got it on there. It's pretty easy to get on there. Let's give it a twist here. Yeah, it looks like it's working. So this makes the life a lot easier. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take the other bolts out, and then we'll go ahead and get this back cover off. But this tool is definitely a lifesaver because you can flex it and get it in there. I'll catch you guys in a few minutes after I take this cover off. Okay, so that took less than 5 minutes, but the most time actually took getting the one out that was behind this power switch because they had it at an angle and I couldn't get a socket on it. I don't know if you can see where that one's at. And the head of the bolt was right next to the screen, so I had to do it with a little wrench. But that took probably the longest time, but the rest of it came out really easy. And the cover is now loose, and I can take it off. That's nice. So I'm going to go ahead and try and figure out where I'm going to place these little latches, and then I'll get back to the video. Okay, so I got these 3/16 5mm aluminum rivets, and I'm going to use those to mount the latches to the sides of the excavator here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you the process of doing one, but what I'm going to do is line up where I want the latch to go, which there's going to be one here at the top and then another one here at the bottom. With the latching mechanism. And then I'm going to mark them, drill them, and then rivet them to the skins here. And then I'll put all 4 of them in, and then we'll finish this video up. Alright, so I have this latch set up with like about a 1/4 inch or a little bit more than that of the screw sticking out. And then I left all this space for adjustment, just in case things move around. But what I'm going to do is just put this guy on here, mark it with a Sharpie where the things go. And then make sure that's kind of in line. So we want it to be kind of nice and parallel to the top of the lid, top of the skin, and then this one to be parallel with the vertical portion of the skin. And then I'm going to take a center punch, automatic center punch, and then punch down in the middle of the mark. Hit it a couple times and make that nice deep mark. Alright. And I have the drill set up with a 3/16 drill bit for those 3/16 rivets. Before I finish drilling through, I'm going to make sure that these holes look nice and centered in the latch. So that looks perfect there. Looks pretty close. And it could be a little slightly adjusted, so I'm going to walk the drill bit at this angle to adjust it just slightly. So you'll see me drill it at an angle. I have to move the camera back just a little bit. Check that, make sure it's where I want it to be now. And that's spot on, so continue drilling it straight in now. The edge of this little mesh they put in here. All right. Let's start with the latch. Handful of these little rivets and put them on top here. I have to figure out where I put the rivet down. The rivet thing. There it is. Alright. So I'll make sure this is pointing the right direction here. And we're going to go ahead and put both rivets in. Just to get them to line up. The hole's really tight because it's really close tolerance. So we'll go ahead and pull that in. The rivet tool. Pull the next one in. Something going on with this. Oh, I see what happened. The rivet itself wasn't in the tool. So that's the first one. Put the second one on here. Now if you want this to be easier to work with, just pull the latching arm off. Make it a little bit easier to work with. And then I'll stick the rivets in and then slide them in. The nice thing with rivets is they're easy to redo if you have to. You can just drill them out and they should be okay. Let me get this one. Push. Oh, this cover loose. I'm going to have to open those holes up just a little bit to make them work a little bit better. It's pretty tight. So, I'm going to do that a little bit. Much better. Much better. This one's going to be a little harder to do. Oops, you know what I did? I put this on backwards. So this is where redoing rivets actually comes in pretty easy to do. Just drill them out like that. And life's good. This guy needs to be facing this way. Glasses off. Getting old, can't see up close anymore. Something with this one because it doesn't want to get the rivet head all the way in there. I wonder if I can unscrew the rivet head just a little bit to get a little more depth. So that's what we did. Try that. Oh yeah, that works. Back in. I had about maybe a 1/4 inch sticking out. What I like about these little latches is they're completely adjustable. So there you go. Anyways, I'm going to finish the other 3 and then we'll finish the video up. Okay, so we just got all the latches installed. They're all riveted in. I had to redo like 1 rivet because it didn't seat well, but to remove the cover, you just undo the 4 latches. I'm going to do this one-handed, so it's going to be a little more difficult. And you just pick the cover up, pull it away, and you're in. And then you can have this out of your way while you're working on the engine, and then put it back on. Go ahead and Just set it up there, and I'll do the top latch on each side first, and then the bottom latches. Anyways, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Got more videos coming, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.